This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately. I don't know where the dogs are, but how's it going, everybody? All right, you guys, now we're back. We're on the actual donation night, where the first hour of the show, we do a push at the end of the month. We do this every single month, and then send in donations to various charities. But when you guys are actually helping out my channel, that allows me to send in donations to various channels out there. I mean, not channels, to organizations. I'm a channel. Oh, and WNC Granny. Thank you, Simple Life Days. And thank you to WNC Granny, Peggy Day, and also Miss Angels on PayPal earlier. Thank you, Simple Life Days, and Eugenie, the legend. You guys are awesome. And Ollie Cake. Yeah. And then after a while, here, let me see if I can get the dogs over there. There you go. Go. Stay there, stay there. Stay there. Yeah. They can do it. They can do it. Stay there. They're so far away. Oh, look at that. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, they took off already. Or at least Chloe did. Blue's like, finally, I get some free time. Whoa! Look at that! Scouting dude! Thank you. And look at my face. I just got knocked off of the... Oops. I didn't realize my head was off the screen. Yes. Wow, thank you so much. I'm going to do the spins for all the earlier show and this show tomorrow at the beginning of the show. That way I can just get everybody in there accurately. It's too hard sometimes. Thank you, Crystal, aka Beaver Gaming sub Crystal. And how you feeling, Scouting Dude? And thanks, LM, on the previous show. I think I mentioned everybody's name at the end of that one. Well, thanks, J. Hughes. Hey, good last name there. Yeah, that kind of reminded me of old times. Yeah. Have they found Taylen? I didn't hear that yet. I know there was a press conference earlier in the day. Thank you. I love marbles and Jessica M. Was he in the dumpster then? Oh, come on. Really? In an alligator's mouth? He literally was found in the water? Seriously? Oh, Jesus. Where is this? Oh, man. You're kidding.
Rest in peace, Taylen.
That's ridiculous. Okay, well, where is this listed at? I don't see it. Thanks, Cheyenne R. That's crazy, Scouting Dude. I hope you feel better.
Happy donation night, Grey and Freaks.
It's funny because people were talking about alligator. There's a lot of alligators around that area. And so, well, not funny like in that sense, but like. Okay, yeah, so it is on WFLA. St. Pete police announced that Taylen Mosley's body was found in an alligator's mouth and his father has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. I told you, that's why I said it earlier. As soon as we heard in that press conference that he had cut on his arms, he is the killer. He killed him. During a news conference on Friday evening, Chief Anthony Holloway said officers were investigating the area of Dell Holmes Park when they spotted an alligator with an object in its mouth. Oh, Jesus. Anyways. But anyways, this is, the first hour of the show is our donation night where you guys help support the channel one last time for the month. And then we send in donations, and then we'll get to all of this later. There's nothing we can do about it now. So we'll definitely go over this a little bit later. Man, that's some crazy shit, though. Hey, thank you so much, Claudia Neubauer and Amber Maiden. And there it is. Quietly Frozen. The coolest name in YouTube history. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm trying to... We've already done 1,500 this month. I'm trying to get to 4,500 or 5,000 total. For me, it has to... I donate over 50% of the net revenue to various charities. And, this year might not be as good just because of the economy, but who knows, man? Maybe the economy will turn around and all for the better soon. We just never know. Thank you, Vanessa Dance and Jody H. Man, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Gonna get to that. Definitely gonna get some. It's kind of paused. We're waiting for the. Okay, so it's right over here. So it's an alligator in this area. Oh, you can't see it. I'll show you later. Crime dissector, Zuckerjetta, I'm a certified my detector. Gonna get ya, I don't sweat ya, you be trying to blame like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar, never gonna give an lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, animal gonna be a pop detector. Boom deflector, interceptor, and I'm an aspect of the vector. Oh, man! Nailed it!
Heartbreaking news.
Yeah, it's horrible. These walls have eyes. Traveling Teresa. Yeah, Teresa Murray. Wow, 2 Teresas in a row. Chewbacca!
Chewbacca?
Oh, I'll be Chewbacca if you want me to.
Love watching. Great work.
Yeah, what did you guys think of that interview? I thought it was really, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I'm not saying just the things that they were talking about. You don't hear them talk about those things as much, I think a lot of times people just, yeah, we just want a little soundbite for our, our story we're going to do later. So we need to get you to say something about the... See, when I do interviews, I just sort of have a conversation. Have a couple little things that I might have wanted to talk about, but that was about it. Other than that, it's just sort of let them say what they're saying and then just try to comment off of what they're saying. Thanks, Ashy Snow, and... Oh, it looks like he did this in a like a private spot. Vista del Largo. That's a
Snowflake.
Yeah, this is the... I mean, this is Vista del Largo right here. I don't know if that... Like, is that what they're talking about? Or is there an actual place called that? Maybe. Oh, yeah, hold on. That might not be it. No, that's the spot. Right in this area here. Yeah, interesting. Thank you, Ashy Snow. All right. We got another... when did I start? 48 minutes. Yeah. What do you mean you saw the divers? You live in Florida, Claudia? No, how crazy is that? They must have tracked his phone down. And then, did they find him in the stomach? Or no, they saw him in the mouth of an alligator. God, that's insane. Unreal. Maybe part of him was in the stomach, though. Unless it hadn't been in the water and was just floating around, and finally an alligator just found him right at that moment. Thank you, Jessica M. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Larry always makes me get kind of like emotional because you could I don't think I think everybody wants to have a grandfather like Larry, right? I mean, somebody who just absolutely loved that kid, JJ, no matter what he and it didn't matter that he was autistic or anything like that. He just thought he was the greatest thing in the world. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Chewbacca? Oh, I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
Kay and Larry are very humble people. I pray they can get the kids back soon.
Yeah, it was cool to have them back on again because they're just so nice. They always say nice things about the show too. So it's always like they're humble or gracious like that. They don't just not just, they're always looking to help others. Notice how once we switched over to donation night, we only have 140 watching. It's like, yeah, forget it, man. Let's do something else. Thanks, Tony Lee. Yeah, they are good people. Yeah, it's amazing. The difference. Why is that? Whoa, thank you. Cali Gal 3. Yeah, they're just like this perfect couple too. Yeah. She grounds Larry, and Larry's really strong for both of them, and they're just like this perfect yin and yang, perfect little match.
Chewbacca? Oh, I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
Happy
Well, thanks,
donation
Jody,
night.
for making it.
Freaks rule. Heart.
Oh, I haven't looked on my computer. Hold on a second. Oh, I did, Holly. Well, thank you so much, Holly. There it is. So we'll definitely make sure that that is in the... what I'm going to do is do the spinning for the donation night. Donate, the super chats for the channel. When tomorrow at the beginning of the show, because it's too hard to sit here and collect them all. I remember trying to do that a couple other, for a while, and it's hard. I missed some. Also, thank you to Georgina Stoliker and let's see, Keto Queen. Let's see, every night making a difference. It's my business account. Okay. All right, and then Paulette Leonard. Thank you. Now, you like my shirt? I wore this at CrimeCon a few years back. I don't really wear it too often. Thank you, Delta, Delta, Delta. And there it is, Kathy Friedenmaker. We got Georgina Stolica to Friedenmaker. We have a really good soccer team in here. Claudia Neubauer passes ahead to Georgina Stolica in the back of the net by Friedenmaker. Friedenmaker with a goal. Yeah, it's awesome. Yep. I think Neubauer is German, right? I think Neubauer is German, Friedenmaker, and Georgina Stoliker. That seems more like Swedish or something like that. Is that right? Stoliker, I don't know, something over there. Some sort of... I might go to CrimeCon. I'm not really sure. That's so far away. It's hard to get everything over there. I drove to Las Vegas last time. That was pretty far. Oh, man. Hey, thank you. Tosh. Oh, look, we get the avocado again. Oh, man. I keep inhaling. What's going on? I think they just uploaded this. Hey, thank you, Bama Forever, too. I gotta come up with a rap for this one.
Happy donation night, freaks.
All right. I think the bots are working now. And thank you, Bama Forever. And thank you guys for always making
Thank you, Mr. Gray.
donation night a really
Making
good
a
night
difference.
on here. Kind of mix up for some of the bad ones or whatever during the month, and so I appreciate it. Let's see what we're at here on Yeah, we made it to 107,000 just for a few minutes earlier. But of course, like usual, it just goes, people just leave. I guess the interview with Larry and Kay, they didn't like it or something. I really don't care. I think they're great people, and I thought it was an awesome interview. What they were saying, I don't really talk that much during them. Thank you, Georgina Stuliker. Hey, what is your... Oh, Scotland. Okay, so I wasn't horrible. Mohawk in Scotland. That's funny. Yeah. Boom! Hey, thanks, Lane Dune. What does that mean, Justina? You aren't their only interview. What does that mean? God, people just type in the dumbest, weird shit like that. Thank you, Olivia Dorado. You aren't their only interview. What? Yeah, well, thank you. No problem. Ding 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 ding. I was their first interview, though. If you want to know, Justina, they were on this channel live way back at the very beginning, before anybody in the national media was even talking about the case. Of course, you weren't around at the time, so you're left making those crazy types of comments.
Thanks for the great shows.
I don't know what his sentence was. That's not happening for a while. It's like in May or something. Oh, and thank you to Holly and Vicky on Cash Apps. Yeah, I'm just not really sure what this person... Hey, Justina, what do you mean by what you said above? You seem like you're one of the people that got a gifted membership, so you seem like you're a little troll tendencies there with your comment. Not really sure what it's about. So you got about 10 seconds and to answer the question. Hey, all right, Georgina Stoliker. Probably a couple more trolls in there, too. You got Salty, Non-Such, Shelly's, wow. She sells, forget it, can't even say it right off the bat. B. Costa, Jessica, no, that's not, Run Free, and Kate. Okay, we're still waiting. You got 5 more seconds to answer the question up there. Justina Data, you got 2 more seconds. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and goodbye. Gonna have to get rid of you right now. And good luck. Now you are one, Justina. You're also been removed from the channel. So good luck with yourself, okay? All right. You can't even spell troll. You might be a troll though. Yeah. I just don't have time for people like that. I mean, does anybody think that saying up above that this comment, you aren't their only interview, out of nowhere, like anybody said anything that they were the only interview, that's not a troll type of comment? Like, what does that have to do with a damn thing that I said? All right, so right now we've got another 34 minutes here. Oh yeah, it sounds like so in the Addison County Doe case that we're working on, it needs enrichment. Unfortunately, the company that did it enrichment was bought out by or pretty much sort of forced out of the work by the one genetic genealogy company that you hear all the time solving cases. They try to ice everybody else out. So they don't do the enrichment, but Intermountain Forensics is building that capability. So we have to, apparently it's some kind of like enzyme or something that you put in and it removes the bacteria but leaves the good DNA in there. So anyways, that's where we're at with that one. Yeah, I think so. Thanks, Cammie Nielsen and Vicky Kennedy. Yeah, and if you send on PayPal, when I put together the spins, you get like 1.5 times the, like if you send in 30 instead of just getting 6, you get 9 different spin opportunities. And also if you say to me in the message, if you want a notebook or something, I can send you one. Is the what? Yeah, Chloe is the one on the right, the female dog. That's when you know somebody's brand new here. When they want to know which one is Chloe. It's like Blue's been around for ever since I've been doing live streams. Yeah, Chloe is pretty damn cute. I mean, even her behavior is it's pretty nuts. Come here, Chloe. Come here. Come here, Chloe. Right here. See, there you go. Look. You don't think like can you get cuter than that as a dog? Actually, I don't think so. Right, Chloe? Yeah. Hey. All right, get back over there. Get back. Go. Oh, they bumped into the cable for the phone, so it made a beep. Blue, stay over there. Oh. Oh, you should have faked her out. Oh, they went up on the different seat. Oh, look at her. Oh, oh God, now she's gonna go nuts. Oh God. She's so acrobatic. What in the hell is she doing over there? Look at that. There you go. Nobody wants to see me anyway. Thank you, Nomad Beads and Danielle. Hey, come here. You're not a channel member, Danielle. You can get the emojis and join in with the... Oh yeah, I got the dogs up on there. Maybe I can make this bigger. There we go. There's Blue. Chewbacca!
Chewbacca?
I'll be Chewbacca if you want me.
I'll catch the interview later. I had something going on earlier.
Yeah, I've still kind of worked on it. It just takes so much time to work on the models. I was working on an animation. I don't know. One of these days I'll have something on that.
They love you.
It's just...
Are you still working on the murder model?
Yeah, I made a... like this animation of the drive all the way from the house there, and I was going to put the time codes up there and everything, and then so that would, then right before that you'd have the murder, and then he comes back, pulls up, you know, where he parked and everything. I don't know. Seems like I just didn't have the time when I was covering the trial. Had I just been making videos at the time, it might have worked out. All right, so right now we've got another 29 minutes, you guys. We're about, 60% of one of the normal donation nights that we do, but there's only 204 people watching, so maybe that's the reason. Chloe, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? Thank you. Oh, there you go. Everybody's behind there. That's just the backup. If we're not watching this. Thank you, Kathy Chapin and Jessica Schubach. But one of these days, Danielle, maybe I'll get to it. I think I missed the boat on the video making, though, in that one. I mean, if people have got 1 million views on just garbage, not garbage, but just not that. It's not 1 million view worthy stuff. Yeah, Chloe is a boss, isn't she?
Great interview with Larry and Kay. It was great to see them on the show again. Smiley face _ basic.
Thank you, Sharon Lancaster. Yeah, well, he does kind of act like that. Chloe is sort of gets her way, basically. And Blue just tries to avoid having to play too much. Because I think Blue is, God, what is he, 9 or 10 now? I mean, he's getting up there, right, Blue? He doesn't like getting out of bed in the morning to go outside. He's just, God, let me be. I know, and I said, well, I want you to pee, then I'll let you be. Thank you so much, Scoutin' Dude. And Jessica Schubach and Kathy Chapin. Blue looks like Alec Murdoch? What does that even mean? God. What does that mean, Philip? Are you another troll that got a free membership from somebody? Just wondering. Thanks, Irene Cypher. Christy B on PayPal.
If you look, it's very clear Blue is the male of the two.
Any reply there? I'm on a blocking mission tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I only want people to help support the channel if they can afford it. So if you're somebody out there that can't, yeah, maybe you can just be a channel member or something like that. That's great. Just hit, and if you can't do that, hit the like button and that kind of thing. No, you didn't think that they were similar, Philip. There's nothing similar about Blue's face and Alec Murdoch. See, that's why I know you're a troll, because that's just a stupid observation. Oh yeah, Blue looks like Alec Murdoch. It's a dog, for God's sakes. There's nothing similar about Blue's face. See, that's why when these idiots out on Reddit go, God, you see how gray, That's because there's people like this that think they're tricking people. Like we're all tricked, and wow. It's what it's called is gaslighting, right? We're not dumb. We can see exactly what people are doing. It's not tricking. And, what I'm thinking is what they've done over there is they subscribe over here and want to have the free memberships. And when they get them, that's when they act like a troll, but they know that a person that might have liked the channel doesn't get to have it because of them. And they think it's really fun and cute and neato. And it's really disgusting, to be honest with you. Let's see.
My chihuahua hated the snow, had to carry her outside. Thank you for all you do.
Thanks, Jim
Ray.
Lom.
Happy donation night.
Not your
Party
average
face,
chick.
Party face. Party face.
Right, obviously, yeah. Thanks, Scout Dude. Yeah, they would say, "Oh, I'm not a troll." Yeah. Well, good for you, Philip. See you later. Blue looks like Alec
Say they are
Murdoch.
not a troll, right.
Yeah. Look at Blue's face. What similarity is there with Alec Murdoch? That's how you know that's gaslighting bullshit. Okay? Forget it. God. Well, just because you don't see it. Let me see. Yep, well, still don't see it. It's ridiculous. They think they're so funny and it's just crazy. Yeah, Blue, you know what Blue loves the most? Sometimes when the show's over, I'd say, 2 or 3 times a week, I'll sit on the couch and then I'll call Blue. Oh, hey, he knows what I'm talking about. He'll come over and I'll pick him up, put him on, because he doesn't do all the jumping things that Chloe does, on the couch, and then he just sort of lays into me, and I just massage his shoulders and everything, and he just absolutely loves it. Looks like he's in heaven or something. Right, Blue? You know it. Yep, yeah, I was talking about you. Yep. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Dogs don't normally look like humans. I mean, there are people that have a dog that sort of looks like them a little bit. But I just don't see it at all. Like, hey, Blue looks like Alec Murdoch. And the nose is quite different. That's pretty good. Hey, when are we going to offer a higher paying membership level? Yeah, but I mean, what would I do? I was thinking of doing one higher than that, though. If I was doing a higher one, I was going to do something that was like, 24 or something, where you get after 6 months or so, you get like I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Jeez. I know I did sort of blow it on the low number that I have, but it is what it is. Because everybody goes right to that right off the bat. All right, so we got 20 more minutes here, you guys. Wow, just wow. Bama forever. Thank you, Caligal 3. Oh, just for the music. Well, thanks, Gown, dude. Jeez. Gray, I only said he looked like Alec Murdoch, a psychopathic killer. I didn't make it try to offend you, Gray, saying that your dog looked like a psychopathic killer. Gee, all I said was he... Okay. Hey, thanks, Ben Hills. How could you think that would be offensive? How
Blue
dare
was
you?
so expressive. He knew you were talking about him.
I know. Can you see that, Blue? Hey, Blue, can you see the avocado? Look. Oh, Blue, he's gonna steal. like Alec Murdoch. He likes to rock in a sock on a dock with Yeah.
Just for the music.
Yep, thank you to also Ellen. She said, "You suck. Sheesh. Great interview tonight." Yeah, that's pretty funny. That was a PayPal. And then I think Vicky Baker, is that twice or one of them with the notebook, I guess. Cool. Put a 1 in the chat if you sign up for the $24.99 if we got a hoodie after 6 months. Yeah, you get one after 6 months. Maybe you get like a mug after 2 months, and then maybe something like a... Maybe, well, I don't know if that's mathematically that makes 25 times 6, so 150.
Put 1 in the chat if you'd sign up for $24.99 per month if we got a hoodie after 6 months.
Well, not your average chick did. I sent you. Did you win one, Holly G? I think I sent you one. Oh, wait, you win it. Oh.
Chewbacca?
I know that I sent like every month with the Oogla, with the Megazoids. I do a hoodie, so you just have to tell me the size, the color, which one you want, and then I send one out. Yeah, you want a notebook? Yep. Hey, no problem, Ben Hills. You have the same. Your name is Ben Hill, like Ben Hill Road in the case of Summer Wells. Now, you want me to do a poll? Let's see. Would you sign up for $24.99?
Thanks for entertaining us every night, Gray.
If you got a hoodie after 6 months. So that means like every year you'd get another one, All right, let's see. I mean, don't say it like, let's say, basically the question is if you could afford it, would you do that? Not like, oh, I just wouldn't do it, Man, Danielle, you're so into the Alec Murdoch case. Yeah, I've seen all those videos. I just think they're just... the ones where they put the shotgun and blow out people's brains in the gel are just ludicrous. All those videos. It's like, ooh, let me see how sensationalistic I can make this now. We already know what happened to Paul Murdoch. He got his brains blown out with a shotgun. We don't need to see a slow motion gel version of it. It doesn't help or do anything at all. So that's just sensationalism for views and clicks. There's no value to it. Thanks, Dan Hodemaker. And Adniram. Okay, we got 15 more minutes. Came on at 5:50. Well, some people would do it. Yeah. And then maybe I would do something else too for those. Just do like live streams where I'm just sitting around working on stuff, putting things together, right? Or maybe special, I don't know. It's hard, because I spend so much time during the day putting the show together, and then I work. Like I do the show for 3 or 4 hours. So I don't know. Well, I was asked to make the poll. Looks like some would do it. So I guess if some wouldn't, then you wouldn't be the ones that are in the $24.99 one. But there were people that would have done it. Thank you, Traveling Teresa. Every time I order a hoodie, I always have to order 2. Oh, yeah? Like she always wants to take yours so you get another one. Yeah, I have about 5 of them. No, I could try something, you know. Like the other day, I made a post just for Oogla Boogla Freaks and Megazoids. Like, I think what I do with you guys is do the updates on various, like, inside stuff on cases that we have. Especially the DNA stuff. And Springer had huge hazel eyes, and the sun bleached my hair, and his 2 golden highlights. People always commented, but that's the closest anyone come to resembling a dog. Well, apparently Blue looks exactly like Alec Murdoch, the barbarian killer who shot his son and his wife. Yep, that's right. Okay, so Vicky, you were one of the ones that sent in a PayPal or what? Or wait, were you Cash App? Okay, there you go. So you're just getting one notebook, right, Vicky? Because one of your other Cash Apps says notebook on it. Confused. More contests? Yeah, what do you mean, like contests for what? What do you mean people get real? What do you mean, Holly? What are you saying? No, I'm not. I'm about a 3 scouting dude. No chance. Let's see. Hey, thanks, Charisma. You seem like you have a lot of charisma today, Charisma. Hey. Blue looks like Murdoch. Yeah, that's what somebody said, and then I said, that sounds like a troll, and he goes, no, I really think he does look like... Really? Name one element. Okay, the white hair, maybe? Hey, Lillian. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, they're right here. I sent them off with the notebooks. Yeah. A man thong. Okay, we've got 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. There's quite a few less PayPals than normal. I watched a lot of it. I thought that was an absolutely correct verdict, what they got in there. I think that guy was a scammer who went in there and tried to make it look like he wanted it. Because when my brother was younger, he was driving this car, and this other vehicle intentionally drove out in front of him and like hit his brakes, and then my brother smashed into him, and the guy was like, oh, look at my neck and everything. It's just garbage. I watched some of the recap stuff on it. I thought she was kind of funny a lot of times, like just very sarcastic and just, this is ridiculous type of stuff.
Are you following the Gwyneth Paltrow trial?
But yeah, I'm not. When you say following it, it's concluded. She was found not responsible. And then she whispered something. She said, "I wish you well," to the guy. He seems like a crazy person, that guy. I mean, just, oh, I have another personality. I forgot this other personality that came after I was hit. My body had a new personality. So that's the one that said, yeah, wow, Jesus, give me a break. I hope nobody out there actually thought that, even if you didn't like Gwyneth Paltrow, that she actually owed that guy anything. And you know how you know it? Because she's really rich. She's got hundreds, like, over $30 million or something. And $300,000 to her is like a nothing, really. It's just, oh yeah, okay. But she went there because she thought it was right to be there and not let somebody get away with something like that. I think that's exactly what he was, an opportunity seeker. So whether you like her or not, and remember when they had his, so I watched these recaps of it. I wasn't going to watch any of it because I think it's just dumb. Just a dumb trial. But I watched some recaps of it, and they had their expert come up and try to explain, okay, now if you're standing like this, and then the guy goes, no. The witness thought, no, there was like a cross-examination. No, that can't be. And then he goes, oh, wait, I think I did this wrong. God, jeez. I mean, whoever his attorneys were just ludicrous. Now, is that what she said? I read that she said, in 3 different articles, that she said, I wish you well, or something. Oh, thank you, Lillian and Nancy. Thank you. I see it. 7 more minutes. 7 more minutes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you send 25 on PayPal, I'll send you and you notate it that way. I'll send it 25 or a notebook with we're running out of the black pens, but there's still freak red pens. And well, they write in black, even though they're colored. The outside plastic is red, so they don't write red. It's black. And then these a stress ball. So you get a stress ball, 2 pens, and a notebook. What do you think of that? God, I sure hope they don't handcuff him. But no, they're not going to. I think the thing what they're doing to Trump is purely politically motivated, and I think it was done intentionally to create a situation where there could be an upheaval and some violence somewhere, because they want it to be that way. It's just ludicrous. Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, I mean, those 2 people right there have done so much criminal activity and never touched at all. And then you got somebody who paid off a I guess a porn star that he saw one time so she wouldn't talk, which isn't illegal, but apparently they're saying he used campaign funds to do it. Well, Hillary Clinton used $10 million of campaign funds to create the fake dossier on Trump. And that's okay then? And it led to all this stuff that... Thanks, Jill. So this whole thing is really stupid to do. They think it's smart because what it does is it boosts up Trump's popularity among his base that keeps giving him the 30 to 40% throughout the primaries, and then he'll be the eventual nominee who they think they can just smoke because of January 6th and how they've just trashed him over and over and over again. They don't want to have Ron DeSantis be the nominee because he would probably do well. And he has none of that baggage going with him. Hey, thanks, Sidney Leon. Yeah. See, people always say, well, he did something wrong, so we should get... Okay, then say the same thing when it's everybody else that's on your side, too. Okay, that's the... the truth is that, but people don't say that. They always think that this is different, this is newer, this is something... You know, we've all known this. Yeah, I mean, I would vote for DeSantis. I want him over Trump. Okay? Because DeSantis is very similar to him, but has none of the baggage at all, and does like some really great stuff. That's why people move to Florida in droves. They just keep going and going and going over there. Thanks, Rebecca. Nap time. Yeah. And a lot of people don't like DeSantis because he was so mean sending those people over to Martha's Vineyard. When in reality, man, wasn't he giving them the shot of a lifetime to live some... But see, here's the thing. DeSantis knew that they wouldn't keep him there because they're hypocrites.
Chewbacca? I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
Yeah. Preparing for the eat. I bet the next couple of presidents are going to get younger and younger. Yeah, maybe. We need something different now, though. It's not working. It's not working at all. Awesome. Hey, thanks, Vicky Kennedy. Welcome to Freak 101. Yeah, maybe consider becoming a freak if you're out there, everybody. If your name is in white, consider becoming a channel member. What do you think, Danielle? You ask me all these intriguing questions, but I never see your follow-up. Oh, it's 6:49. We're almost there. Thanks, Ben Hills. I'm glad you like it. Mm-hmm. Huh? What? That doesn't make any sense, Russia and Loa. Jesus. Whew. Wow. Hey, thanks, Donji. $11 out of Canada. I don't think I've ever seen 11 on there. You got a new number. Mm-hmm. I do think that we definitely had a different presence on the world stage where the bad actors didn't feel so comfortable on the current administration, don't you think? I don't think he'll be handcuffed at all. Yeah, he'll be called in, brought in, yeah. I already know he's not going to be handcuffed. The Secret Service wouldn't allow him to be handcuffed, I can tell you that. It's not happening. Alright, guys, well, hey, thanks, Lori Will and Ben Hills again. No relation to Ben Hill. You're no relation to Ben Hill Road? That's weird. Wow, what are the odds? Okay. Yeah. Politics isn't really as fun. It used to be fun for me to talk about or think about, but now it's just a frustrating thing, and I get really frustrated with other people's opinions on it, so it's not really worth talking about for me.
If you want me to.
Thanks for all you do, Gray.
Thank you. So I think we made it to we can do 4,500. Not too bad, right? So we've already done 1,500, and I was thinking of doing like maybe like 500 to two places, and then we'll send 2,000 more back into our let's see, into the DNA fund again. Just got to always add a little bit to that one just to keep it building up so that we can do them. Does that sound good? What about like this dude? I think it was Black and Missing. We haven't done that yet, I don't think, this year. Black and Missing. Yeah, we'll do that one. And then maybe Innocence Project. We did 1,000, I think, earlier in the month to Wounded Warriors. Does that sound good? All right. All right, so let's see what we're doing here. Innocence Project. Here we go. I think this is one of the really important ones here. This is one of those, I mean, the fact that they've actually freed based on genetic and not genetic, but forensic information. Well, I guess it is genetic, DNA and stuff. So many people, it just shows you if they weren't in existence, how many people would have actually been executed and still languishing in prison. Oh, you can't see it on the screen. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Other. One time. Oh, like I can do PayPal. So let me move it over here. Let's see. Is there a company match or who's matching? Shoot, I don't know who's matching it. Does anybody have a matching company that is matching donations on Innocence Project? If you know one, I can throw it in there and see if it... Never mind. Hey, thanks, KK. All right, and... Okay. Sorry, there's no music or anything. I guess I could play some music. It's just clocking away here. Clocking. Yes, we have updates, Danielle. We haven't got to that part yet. And this is the first hour's donation night. Alright, so it looks like it says thank you on the screen now, but then we have to go over to Gmail here, and there it is right there. It came in. You sent a payment of $500 to Innocence Project Inc. Right there, okay? Yeah, we know. Yeah, they found him. Apparently he was found in the mouth of a alligator I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So yes, okay, that we just did that one. Then we're gonna do yeah, black and missing. Let me see, where is that? Hold on. Okay, I think this is it right here. Does that not work, or if it doesn't let me go, then I can't do it. Oh wait, hold on. What is this? Donate. Oh, did I go down here? Alright, donate now. $500. Continue. Okay, I have to fill this all out here, so might take a minute. I gotta go get my card over here. All right. I know this part's boring for everybody while I sit here and fumble through cards and everything, but company name. I'm just I don't get it. What's that? Why is it red? Well, hopefully that works, I guess. Why is it red out like that? No, okay, there we go. Thanks, Lori Akers. It's just kind of clocking away here. I don't think he'll just be immediately let go. He's not going to be in a jail cell, and he won't be handcuffed. It's just a big show, you know. I think if this was somebody on the left, you would think the same thing, you know, because currently, like if they go after Trump for his, what do you call it, the How come it's just clocking? It's just clocking, 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 clock. How long do I have to wait? To make online donations, please use the form below. Yep, yep. It's just clocking away. You know how he had the classified documents at Mar-a-Lago? And they want to charge him on that. But Biden had classified documents sitting in his garage. You can just see him sitting there. So what do you do on that one? I know it's processing, but it just keeps going and going. It shouldn't take 10 minutes to do this. Let me try. I gotta stop it and do something else. All right, let me try a different card here. This is a newer one. And if I was a business, I would just have PayPal all the time as an option. It's so easy. But when you don't do it that way, it makes it... Now they're just sitting on the ground too, right inside the garage. I've seen the pictures. Okay, is that gonna work? Yeah. Well, it's doing the clocking thing again, so I hope it didn't like process the other one, and then I guess we'll find out. Let me see. No. Yep. It looks like it went through, so this one will be another one. God. Can't stand that shit. So that means the other one made it through and this one. So now I can't send the same amount to I'm only gonna be able to send 1,500 to, so well at least we gave them 1,000. So has this one already gone through too? Right, see, it made it through on that first card that I used. Okay, let me stop this one and see if it comes through. So that first one made it through, so did the Innocence project, so we just got this email from them. You can't see it, but right there, 500 to the Innocence project. March 31st, 2023. Alright, so we show everything on the screen here so that people... Okay, so currently I don't see the other one going through too, but it might in a minute. I could see that happening. I've never had the blueberry pie from McDonald's. Is it good? I guess you said it was good. McDonald's new blueberry pie last week. I tried it. Well, was it good? You didn't say if it was good or not. Okay, all right. Okay, so we've got. I haven't seen the other 500 go through that one yet. But let me check somewhere. Come on. Guess I'll know here in a second. Oh yeah, well it looks like it went through on that one too. So it did do. We just gave Black and Missing 1,000, which is, that's fine. But this month I'll just give less to the other one. The DNA fund. We've got a lot of money in there already. Yeah, there it came in just now. Maybe that's a little trick they've got there where it keeps clocking so you're not sure, but it does it and then you try it again and then you end up sending about probably just slow. Okay. So here's how it works, everybody. When I send money to the DNA fund, I do it right out of my checking account. I have an account set up as if they're a bill that I pay. And the reason we do that is because if you don't do it that way and you send it through PayPal, they charge 6%, and we were giving them tens of thousands of dollars at one. So I think when we'd already sent them 25,000, we gave them something like, $16 or $1,700 was just the fee to process it, and that's ridiculous. So what we do now is we send them a check, and it goes straight to them from my account, and there's zero taken out, and every single nickel that we send in. And so we've given them close to $55,000 so far. So 6% of that is a huge number. It's something, 10% of that would be I think it's around six. Let's see. So 10% of that would be 5,000. So it's probably close to, 3,000 or so minimum dollars that we've saved by sending it this way. The only problem is I don't get the email, and you guys just get, tomorrow I usually get an email from them that shows what we're at, but it doesn't have this one in it because it doesn't get there for 7 or 8 days. So let me get it there. Pay. Yeah, so 1,500. And we'll say for identifinders, international, okay, and here we go. Pay it. And here is the screen. So basically all you guys get to see is this one right here where it says you scheduled $1,500 payment to Intermountain Forensic. Okay? So that's all you get to see, and then it shows up on a Excel spreadsheet from them, and you can call them up if you feel like it, if you're one of the psychos out there that don't believe that we do this stuff. But it is what it is. All right, so there we go, everybody. We just did for the month 5,000 or 4,500. I mean, so that's not too bad. It's not as good as last month, and it's not as good as the month before, but it's still way better than we were able to do in some of the months, and maybe later in the month there'll be a case where we absolutely, start bringing in, kicking ass again, revenue-wise, and then I'll be able to do more. So let's see, where is the... So on this one right here, and so I think we're averaging 5, which is, yeah, now we're averaging, well, no, more than that, a little bit more than that. So our grand total is now 16,000, right? Because we just did 2,500. 16,000. So that's pretty good average. It's 5,300 and something, which would beat last year, but that's also down because we did 7, then 5, and then 45, I think. Something like that. Okay, so then we gotta update this one. The grand total now is 42,750 since January 2020. 142, excuse me. That's a big difference. Then gotta do this one. Well, thanks. Well, that would be tomorrow, though, Tosh, but hey, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow's usually the next day is the day that isn't quite as good as the other, and it starts the month off slow. God, where'd it go? Alright, so now Black and Missing has 1,000. And then we also added another 1,500, so 6,500. There we go. So far this year, we are at Rain. Okay, so Rain has 2,000. That's Violence Against Women. Innocence Project 1,000. Texas Echo Search 2,000. Black and Missing 1,000. The Indigenous Vision Fund 500. Wounded Warrior 1,000. The DNA Fund 6,500. And Nickmec 2,000. And there you go. Boom chakalaka. Boom chakalaka. Boom chakalaka. Hop diddy bop diddy bop diddy bop diddy bop bop. You don't just stop, I come alive. Yo, give me what you got, cause I'm guaranteed to make you stop that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me what are you waiting for? Prime Detector, the Protector,
to start the next month off.
Yeah. Yeah, just remember me tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. So thank you also to Rochelle Black on PayPal there. Yeah, okay. So now we can get over to I think at the end I'll do the spins for I can't give out as much as I was doing before, but like Freaks 101, we'll do maybe for those we'll do a mug and well, maybe I'll do them now so we can just not have to do that at the end. You guys ready? Alright, we're going to do the spin for various... So this is going to be for Freaks 101 here. Oh, that's right. This is huge. There's like 900 people in that one. Is that like a maximum or? Yeah, man, a lot of clocking going on tonight. Ah, forget it. I'll try to do it at the end. Not sure what's going on. Alright, so let's listen to the press conference earlier in the day in the missing person, Taylen. As a 2-year-old kid, we went over it, the Amber Alert last night. I don't know if you remember that, but let me get my news screen up here. I know the one that some people hate. I love it though. I think it's awesome. Yeah, the wheel thing was clocking too, so I'll have to wait. So as soon as I heard this press conference earlier, I knew that the husband, who they cleared basically the night before, is absolutely the killer. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Alright, so anyways, there you go. Let me get rid of that. And let's see. Petersburg police announced that Taylen Mosley's body was found in an alligator's mouth, and his father has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. It is my condolences going out to the family and to his loved ones, said St. Peter Police Chief Anthony Holloway. During a news conference on Friday evening, Chief Anthony Holloway said officers were investigating the area of Dell Homes Park. So let's go to that. Maybe it was a different one. Okay, so maybe it's over here. There's just so much water in the area. Okay. When they spotted, okay, so it was Dell Homes Park. I had a different location a minute ago. So that means either in this pond here. How would somebody do this though? So there's a dock over here. Somebody could have done, but that's exposing yourself. So if somebody drove in here, let's see how a criminal mind, he would be driving at night. He probably had the body put somewhere. Now, because he went straight to the hospital, so he did this really quick. So I wonder, but it would have been dark outside-ish, right around, like, is it dark outside right now? Because this would have been 8:30, so it's pretty dark outside. So maybe, he would have wanted to drive right next to the water, I would think. Somewhere close. So maybe he comes in and maybe he goes over into this area. Is it possible to drive over there? Let's see, did they have it marked off by... Yeah, I mean, if those gates are open and fences, he could have driven around over here and put the body in the water right there-ish. Something like that, right? And then exited. Be pretty difficult to put a body in the water without being seen. But I guess over here is possible. You just have to look, and if nobody was around... we don't know for certain which... It could have been... even over here, I guess. But, this is the area they're saying. So it's either that pond or this one, I would think. Probably this bigger one. spotted an alligator with an object in its mouth. The chief said officers fired one round at the alligator and it dropped the object. Holloway said officers were then able to retrieve Taylen's body intact. So that's interesting. It's almost like the alligator had just found the body. I mean, they're absolutely lucky. You know, if they hadn't have seen that and the alligator swallowed that child, they might not have ever known what happened to it. We're so sorry that it had to end this way, Holloway said. Holloway said that Taylen's mother, Passion Jeffrey, was killed at Lincoln Shore's apartment located at 11601 4th Street. She was stabbed multiple times. We didn't want to find him this way, Holloway said. But at least we can bring some closure to that fact. Man, I don't know, man. I think the way he was killed, there's no closure coming. That's not good. I mean, not that there's ever a good way, but that's something that you're not really... I don't believe in closure anyways, but... Yeah, I got the email. Isn't this kind of what we're reading right now, Charisma? I mean... Taylen's father, Thomas Mosley, was previously deemed a person of interest in the case. That was just earlier in the day. On Friday evening, he wasn't even they didn't call him a person of interest the first day. Holloway said Thomas Mosley showed up at his mother's home with cuts on his arm at 9 p.m. Wednesday. He admitted himself to a hospital afterward. Nothing in our investigation leads us to believe that he's a victim. Holloway said investigators are trying to figure out if Taylen died before he went into the lake or after. He better have, I'll tell you that. Earlier Friday, family of both victims spoke about mother and son. Yeah. So these are the... Look at that. I mean, who would do that to any of them, but especially a kid like that? 2 years old. Unbelievable. So look at it. Neighbor told police they heard a commotion at 8:30, and then he's already showing up at his mom's house with cuts at 9 o'clock. And thank God, it sounds like the mother wasn't going to protect him. I like that. This is what Charisma sent. Let's see. This evening, the body of a missing 2-year-old Taylen Mosley was found in Lake... Oh, okay, so now we get the exact lake. Let's see. I bet it's probably this thing then, I would imagine, right? Oh, God. Right, how did I get way over there? Yeah, that's the... What was it doing right there? That was crazy. Yeah, it's the same lake that we were just talking about. So it's not that little pond there. It's this one here. So, wow. He would have had to do that. I mean, I guess he could have done it somewhere over here, too. We don't know. It was just found in that lake. Like, he could easily came down here. I mean, is that just doable? Or is there a gate there? Or what's going on here? Probably a gate. No, you can just drive right in there. Drive right in there and come out there on a dock and just put the body right there. Something like that. That almost seems easy. And an alligator could just come up there or the body would float around. Yeah, or even right there. But this one here is even isolated. You know, you pull up right there, there's nobody around, walk out there. And I think these are their apartments. So it's just a straight shot down, too. Look at, boom. Right on this road here. You just come down and you're down right down there and then just take a right or something to get over to that lake. I mean, the road right outside the apartment they live at comes straight down. I think it's Lincoln Shore apartment. Yeah. So look at that. Watch this. You come out of the apartment complex, you go straight down like this, all the way down, and oops. Oh yeah, you just keep going. I wasn't sure how far down it went. Yeah, so way down, you just keep driving around and down here, and then kind of maybe loop around right there.
Sorry, so late.
God, I missed it again. It's up here further. Let me put a pin in here before I forget. Lake Aggie or something. Thank you, Lori Fisher. Yes. So you go down 92, and then just right over here, cut across somehow and make it over to the lake. That makes the most sense. I want to know where his mom lives now. We'll check that out in a second. The child had been missing. All search efforts for the weekend are canceled. You know, like in the Delphi case, they said, we're scaling back. Well, no, you should be done because you found them, you know. You don't need to be scaling back. Just tell the truth. The child had been missing since his 20-year-old mother, Passion Jeffrey, was found stabbed to death in her St. Petersburg apartment Thursday. The investigation led detectives to search Dell Holmes Park. Okay, let's see if at 2741. So maybe they're giving a specific location there. 2741 22nd Street. Okay, well that's the park. Okay, yeah. Oh, so I mean if they actually went there to search that park and they found the body in this lake, then that means the ping information led them to this park. And then at that point, you know, he could have driven over this bridge and just thrown the body off into the water. So there's a lot of could haves we're not going to get to know. Thank you, Norm Scanlon. Chewbacca.
Oh, I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
Okay, it says the investigation led detectives to search Dell Holmes Park. After spending all day searching the area this afternoon, so they must have really thought something led them there. This evening, officers were alerted to an alligator seen with something in its mouth. The alligator was killed in order to retrieve the body. Well, earlier they said they fired a weapon and it dropped it. It was confirmed as that of Taylen Mosley. The medical examiner will determine what caused his death. Tonight, Chief Holloway announced that Taylen's father, Thomas Mosley, is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder for the death of Passion Jeffrey and of his son, Taylen Mosley. The detectives and officers of St. Petersburg Police Department worked tirelessly on this case. The department would like to thank all of the agencies, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Tonight, Chief Holloway, Taylen's father, Thomas Mosley. Okay, let's try to see if I can find this guy. Thomas Mosley, St. Petersburg, Florida. And how old is he? No, 21. That makes sense. He looks like he's about 21 years old. Hey, thank you, Snarky Cinderella. Very kind, very kind. Yeah, so let me show you where he lives really quick. Oh, so he's close to here. He's going to be, based on the speed that's moving. He lives right here. And now I'm wondering if his mom lives there, too. His name is Thomas Isaiah Mosley, I believe. Is that right? So now we're getting something close to the pond, the lake. And see, this is where the father of their child was murdered. And then he lives here, apparently. But let me check his address. Well, he only has one address history, so that's the only place that's listed for him. So if we go to relatives and we look at somebody named Renee Mosley, that appears to be maybe the mother, because she's 52 and that would make her 32. And the address is, hold on, the same address. So there we go. He lives with his mom at 1700 21st Street, right there. And he got home with cuts on him. And then something led them to this park, likely a cell phone pinging. He's only 21, so he might not be very knowledgeable about stuff like that. Isn't that interesting? Already you can sort of sleuth out a little bit of stuff like that. So this is where he lived right here. Let's see what so that's the house. And this is an image from 2019 when he would have been 17 or so. Or, yeah, about 16 or 17. Yeah, that's wild. I was actually picturing somebody much older doing that. That's kind of strange. Although when you're at that age, your hormones are bigger too, so it might be that she didn't want to be with him and they had a kid together and she was seeing, who knows if she was seeing somebody else or something. But to do what he was doing, there's a lot of rage in there. It sounds like he stabbed, but then why would he kill his kid? I think they need to determine if any of his blood is in that house, that apartment. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we don't say in America, I had a date with my friends. We just say, hey, I went out with my friends. Dates are for, there's a lot of things that are different over there. You guys say stuff like partner for everybody, where over here, partners usually, like you would say wife or husband, but partners usually for like same-sex marriages or something like that. Most people don't say, oh, me and my partner, we went to, so there's a lot of little weird nuances that are different in Australia. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, we all hope for a better outcome, but I think we all thought that something bad happened. I just don't think anybody was really thinking that he'd be found in an alligator's mouth. Okay, I think that's sort of outside the... were people saying that there's ponds around and maybe an alligator. But that's just pure guessing. But it turns out that was true. Now, if somebody hadn't seen that alligator, and that alligator, because they can easily consume a child that size, and they were able to actually swallow the child and digest the child, there's probably no way, unless the clothing somehow came out of the alligator and floated and they were just able to, through guessing, that's what happened, that they never would have answered this case. So in some ways, it's very lucky that they were able to retrieve the body intact before the alligator actually was able to... I mean, what a weird conversation to have, though, right? I mean, it's almost strange to be talking about well, if the alligator had eaten the, I mean, how many times, I don't think we've ever had that conversation before. Yeah, they don't normally do that. They try to get somewhere and then they do these rolls around and rip the bodies apart. Yeah. I've watched many like documentary videos on alligators and crocodiles. They don't just sit around and keep swimming all day long with with bodies in their mouth. Yeah. They might be moving it to a place where it's away from other alligators so they can do their thing where they roll around and thrash and just pretty much obliterate bodies. It's crazy. Was it a human, KK? A body? Yeah, those are always... There was a shark attack a couple of years ago that was just, God. This guy's filming in the water right after the attack, and all it is like a torso, and it was just, Jesus. Not good. I don't know if it's the guy or not. I mean, is he 21 years old? I mean, it looked like the kid was the same, right? I mean, I don't know if that's his kid, if that's the same girl and everything. I don't want to show it if it's not him. I can't tell. I don't know what his middle name is. Is it St. Petersburg? That's Tampa, Florida. So, I don't know. Let's see. Huh. Jeez. What do you guys think of that? I mean, I'm not even sure what to even talk about on this. I mean, it's interesting now. He lives right there. The lake that the child was found in is right there. There's got to be somebody out there that was taking pictures and videotaping stuff, so that's not good. And then, this is the apartment complex that Passion was killed in. Why did I have this here? It seems like Passion or somebody lived here at one point. And so that's interesting because maybe they were dating and that's how, it's right between those two spots. So maybe at that time, that's where he became more familiar with the pond or the lake here. Lake Maggiore or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it was about. I mean, it's his own kid, so the thing is as a human being, even though you understand more when it's somebody that's not related. But when an actual biological parent kills, and when I say understand, I'm not saying, oh, well, it makes sense when it just makes more sense just as humanity is. But when you have somebody who is the father or a mother that kills their own child, that's when it's just a whole nother level of sickness, Because it seems like you would have this overwhelming desire to protect them at all costs. And not only did you kill your child, you threw it into a lake with alligators, one of which had it in its mouth at the time that he was found. That guy should get the death penalty. I don't give a shit how old he is or what reasoning he comes up with. And Florida doesn't mess around with that stuff. So thank God for that. There isn't going to be you might get away with second-degree murder on Passion, but there won't be any second-degree murder on the child who you killed for no reason at all and tossed him into a lake. Well, of course he killed his child. What do you mean? Yeah, of course he did. Yeah. They found the body in a lake with an alligator. Oh, are you going to say the mom threw the... okay, so here's the story now, everybody. That the mother threw the alligator into the water, and then he went over to... And he was really angry about that. And he goes over to the house, and then a knife attack happened. Maybe that's going to be his story. It's just right down the road. I've showed it to you on the screen like 10 times already. There's the apartment. You just go down 92 right here, all the way down here, and boom, there's the lake. He lived right here. Thomas Mosley lived right there, literally, that's probably not even a half mile. Well, it's to the edge of it's 0.8 miles to the edge of the lake, as a crow flies. Yeah, there's no chance that he's not the killer. He's been in charge with 2 counts of first-degree murder as well. But, I mean, even once they said his arms were cut, and he went to his mom's house, and then he went to the hospital, and he's not cooperating, immediately you know that he killed them. No, you can't say that. He can say whatever he wants to say, but that's not going to be what it is. Man, people can say anything. You know, he got taken from his mom's house. He ends up in a lake, eaten by alligators. Okay? No matter how it happened, it's 100% on him, and he murdered that kid. Well, what if he bit him in the arm and he ran from him? He was just taking him to a leisurely park trip. And then he jumped into the water and he couldn't swim. So he took himself to the hospital first to get his wounds fixed, and he wouldn't tell anybody the kid was there. Yeah, no. Yeah, he has no outs here. He actually went to his mom's house a half hour after people heard arguing going on. And then he takes himself to the hospital because the wounds are that bad. So what's cool about that in a way is that Passion probably kicked his ass for a while, was in that fight. Absolute battle, blood all over the house from both of them. And she was in that fight, and then when he left, he knew that his kid could probably say, "Daddy did it," or whatever, you know. A 2-year-old can speak. So he picks up that kid and takes him somewhere, and instead of protecting his kid, he thought, wow, I can maybe protect myself by throwing my kid into a lake after he probably killed him another way, and then to hide the fact that he killed the kid, threw him in the lake. Now his story is going to be that he went over to he doesn't have there's no out, man. He's trapped. He can't make up a story about her not having the kid when I went over, so we got in a knife fight. Yeah, really? A knife fight just for that? Yeah, I do those contrarian ones because I'm anticipating the illogical arguments that people have. And I hear often. Yeah. So if you're out there, everybody, hit the subscribe button, please, right now. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're watching, so you get to enjoy these fantastic shows on a nightly basis. Some of the best YouTubing you'll ever see. Yeah, I think we do cover things better than other people. You know, the way we think through them and work through them. Yeah. But, people like what they like. That's just how it works. Yeah, there's no way he can get out of it. How does he explain that? I mean, why was the kid out of that house? Another person, it's a waste of fresh air. Yeah, there's a lot more of those happening these days. He will say she did it. Yeah, exactly. He'll try to say that, but there's almost no way to make that work. Well, how would it be? Let's see. She came over to my house. We went to the lake, and then he threw the child in the lake. And then she took off, and I was so angry. I ran home, got in my car, and drove over there to confront her. Well, sir, how come you didn't try to help your kid that was in the lake? Oh, that's a good point. Well, I was just so angry. I just wanted to follow her to see why she did it. And then I went into the house, and then we started stabbing each other. It was crazy. And then she got me too. So then I went back home, and I went over to... I looked in the pond, and I couldn't see him anywhere. It was weird. So then I took myself to the hospital. Well, sir, did you tell anybody at the hospital to go help find your child in the lake? Well, no, I thought at that point it was too late. So, yeah, it's too late for you all around, buddy. You're toast. All right? Yeah, there's no out here. Yeah. Wonder if he was able to see the child. When? What are you talking about? What does that mean? I don't know if he forgot the sheath. Here's what I hope. I hope that oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like parental rights in some way? Yeah, I don't know if he did or not. I mean, who knows? They might have best... Well, I don't know. I mean, it's the father. I don't know if they're still seeing each other from time to time. Or is the child one of those situations that I've always talked about where he's going to have to pay child support every job he gets for the next 18 years. He never wanted the kid anyways, but she had it. And so he went over there, and maybe she's seeing somebody else too. So then it's like this huge rage that he has. He goes in and kills her, and then he eliminates the witness and any sort of financial problems that he might have had. Yeah, but I mean, how would that help you in determining something, Zozo? Because either way, he went in there and he killed them, and then he killed, we don't know where he killed Taylen, though. He could have killed Taylen somewhere else, right after he left the house, or maybe even in the house, but took... See, I wouldn't think, though, that he killed Taylen in the house. He just would have left Taylen in the house, right? So he took Taylen out of the house for some reason, which is weird. I mean, normally in a situation like that, you would kill both of the people in the house. Don't you agree? If your plan is on killing them, why not just kill both of them right there in the house? But instead, he put one of them in the car, and she's already dead, so it's not to make her feel bad. There's something else there. Yeah, but why? No, but that's what I'm asking you. Why would he need to hide the body? He's already killed one. Like, what difference does it make at that point? Is what I'm saying. I can't think of a really good logical reason. Why didn't he try to hide both of them? Yeah, or maybe he was trying to get rid of the body permanently. But his blood's all over the scene, man. Yeah, it could have been maybe, but why not just leave it there and take off to avoid it's not in your head anymore. So he was ashamed, and then he threw the kid in a pond so he could get eaten by an alligator. Wow. Well, he didn't know it was going to get eaten by a... Yeah, well, it does happen. But he might not have even wanted to see his kid. Maybe he didn't even want to have one. I mean, they're only 20 years old. Yeah, I don't know, Tosh, man, that's just weird. It could just be that he literally was trying to get one of the alligators to eat the child so it didn't exist ever again. Like, you wouldn't know actually what happened to it. But he surely would have had to know that he would have been charged with the actual murder, don't you think? Because his blood's all over the scene. He cut his arms and hands. He must have been just totally out of it. He probably didn't even know what the hell he was doing. Just pumped full of adrenaline. He just killed somebody. Takes the child out. Maybe takes the child to the lake first, kills him, throws him in the lake, then goes to his mom's house. Because what are you going to do? He went straight to the hospital after that, so he would have gone to the lake first, then his mom's house. Yeah, let's see how long that would take to... Here, I'm going to put the... But what do you think, Tosh? What do you think the answer would be for, like, why he would want to take the body out of that house of the kid, or take the kid with him alive and then kill the kid? I'm putting Tosh on the spot. I just want to see how long it takes to drive here. To go... I think you missed... I don't see the rest of it. Let's see, I bet you this timing works perfectly. Watch this. Okay, so right now it's 19-minute drive. The commotion was at 9:30. Oh, that's so perfect. The commotion was at 8:30, I mean, in the apartment. So he bails out of the apartment, takes 2 minutes to get out of there. Takes the kid really quick. Gets into his car, and then 19 minutes down to here. That makes it about 8:50-ish. Then his home is only right there. He could be home by 9 to 9:05-ish after just throwing the body into the water. And then making it home by almost like 9:05-ish. So that's the quicker way, I guess. That looks like a really convoluted way. Why not just go down? Maybe there's too many lights there and this has freeway involved. Yeah. Well, they must have known he was in the hospital from the get-go. So at the first press conference, should we listen to that again just to see what he said? I have it in here. Let's do it. I want to hear that again, because now it almost seems like he cleared him, but maybe he worded it really cleverly, intentionally like that. Let's see.
Around 5:30, the family members saw the deceased and Taylen at this location. Around 9:30 last night, one of the neighbors heard a commotion. Earlier today, the family did not hear from the deceased, so they asked the apartment manager.
I like that one, Blaze. That one is one of those rational alternative theories there. Not bad, not bad.
To come do a check on them. When they went into the home, they found the deceased in the apartment. I can tell you it's a very violent homicide scene within the apartment, but we cannot find the 2-year-old. So right now, that's our main concern, is to try to locate Taylen. I can tell you right now, we have our state, federal.
What are you saying, Cindy? That doesn't make sense, Cindy, what you just typed in.
And county partners looking for this. For any questions, if you wish. So yesterday around 5:30, the family members saw the deceased and Taylen at this location.
Yeah, that was at 5:30 at that location, right?
Around 9:30.
So how do we know? I mean, Blaze's theory still works if after that point he picked up the child to take him fishing, then went back. I mean, I'm just saying it out there. It's not a totally unreasonable theory.
Last night, one of the neighbors heard a commotion. Earlier today, the family did not hear from the deceased, so they asked the apartment manager to come do a check on them. When they went into the home, they found the deceased in the apartment. I can tell you it's a very violent homicide scene within the apartment, but we cannot find the 2-year-old. So right now, that's our main concern, is to try to locate Taylen. I can tell you right now, we have our state, federal, and county partners looking for this young man. We have dogs coming in to try to find, and we're also...
Yeah, he said the boy was not with his father when they saw him at the hospital.
We're going to put
That's what he says here.
a drone up to do a grid search of the back area. That's all I have for you right now. If I get any more updates, please we'll stand by for that. But our main concern is we need to find this
what he says here almost completely seems like it exonerated him.
girl. We need to know where he is. So please, if you can get that information out there, please. If anybody knows where this young man is, please, we're begging you, please call us. So that's our concern right now. We need to find this young man and make sure he's okay. Shouldn't say young man, make sure this child is okay. So with that,
why were people bothered that he said young man and then said child? You know, it's like people just use words. What was the point? Like there's people going, God, I can't believe he called him young man. Geez, wow, that's creepy. Ooh, then he's called him. So what are you saying then? See, here's the thing is, what is the point of focusing in on stuff like that when it has nothing to do with what happened?
Any questions?
Chief, I didn't catch the first part of your presser with the chopper going over. You said
Who
that
cares if he's two?
yesterday around 5:30, a family member saw the boy.
That's just how people talk sometimes. Yeah, the young man. Oh, yeah. Well, he's a child, he said. He even corrected himself. It's just, what is the point of bitching about it, is what I'm trying to say. It makes no sense. Unless you're saying he's the killer for some reason. Now, they know he's two. He said he was two, Renee. Don't try to make excuses for you probably. Maybe you were one of the ones that were bitching that he said that.
Hey, can you kind of just go over
Sure.
that timeline again?
So around 5:30 yesterday, a family member saw the deceased and saw the baby yesterday. So today they didn't hear from them. So right around, I think it was 2:30. That's when they asked the property manager to go do a check, and that's when they found the deceased in the apartment, but they did not find the child in
Yeah,
there.
they love it.
And what happened at 9:30 last night?
About the
9 o'clock last night, as we're doing an area check, some of the neighbors said they heard a commotion coming from that apartment.
Okay, sorry, Renee.
Have you been able to talk with Taylen's father?
No, we have not.
That's funny. See, I could be a detective, Renee.
Father either.
We know he's not with his father.
Yeah.
But he
See, that's all he said. We know he's not with his father because they know at this point he's in the hospital with the cuts. So it was interesting how. Just let me go back.
2:30. That's when they asked the property manager to go do a check, and that's when they found the deceased in the apartment, but they did not find the child in there.
And what happened at 9:30 last night?
9 o'clock last night, as we're doing an area check, some of the neighbors said they heard a commotion coming from that apartment.
Chief, have you been able to talk with Taylen's father?
No, we have not.
But you don't believe he's with his father either.
We know he's not with his father.
So he was being honest here. It's exactly the same thing, but just sort of sounds non-nefarious. We know he's not with his father, but he did say we weren't able to talk to him.
The Amber Alert said that he's been missing, the boy's been missing since yesterday.
Well, again, now we're just building up the information. So now we know that he was seen yesterday at 5 o'clock. So now that's our timeline. Sometime between 5 o'clock and today, no one has seen the young man, the child.
Is there any surveillance footage of a parking lot or apartment area that your investigators have been able to access?
Well, that's what the detectives are doing now. They're combing the area, and if anybody has any footage that
I will admit, though, Renee, when I was hearing him talking, I wasn't sure who he was referring to because, yeah, he's 2 years old. Normally people don't, but then he clarified it later and he goes, oh, I shouldn't say young man, it was a child. And he corrected himself. So then I was like, oh, okay, that's who he was talking about.
we'd like to share with us, please give us a call so we can take a look at that. And that's what the detectives are doing now. They're going door to door to see if anybody has any type of cameras or anything that they saw last night or saw today
What
that
are you
was
talking about,
suspicious,
Rebecca?
to give us that information so we can follow up on those leads.
Is there anyone in particular that you all have your eye on that people should look out for, or a car or anything like that?
We don't have anything right now, and that's why we're asking if anybody know where Taylen is to please let us know, because we need him. We want to make sure that he's okay, because like I told you, that crime scene is very violent on the inside.
Is there any indication from the crime scene that Taylen may have been hurt or injured already?
Don't know, and that's why we're trying to find him.
That's a pretty good question.
Died? Like, was it gunshot wounds or?
Right now, because it's still under investigation, that's what we're going to get out there.
Are you able to speak to where in her apartment she was found? Bedroom, kitchen?
I'll just say in the apartment. That's where she was found.
Do you know how many people lived in the apartment?
Right now, we're just assuming just on the lease with just the mom and the child.
I know you're just saying, but what's the
Is that
point?
car the mother's car?
Yes, it
Here's
is.
the thing, Renee, and other people do the same thing. Just ask yourself sometimes when you're nitpicking at somebody talking, ask yourself this question. Do I believe that this guy talking right here killed the mother and the child? And if the answer is no, then it means nothing at that point, right? So that's what I would ask is, he conveyed the message. Everybody knew he was talking throughout the thing about the 2-year-old, and he clarified it. Nobody was confused. So other than that, the only reason to is to seem like you're suspicious of him somehow, right? That's how it comes across when people start wondering, why did he say it like that? Now it's okay. I don't mind when people sleuth the real meaning of what people are saying. Like guys like this, they give you little hints about what's going on in the way they word things. But, things like that,
Can you speak to the urgency of this investigation right now?
It's very urgent. Like I told you, it's all hands on deck right now. We're calling our detectives in. Again, we have our county, state, and federal partners that are assisting.
Yeah, I thought maybe
we want
the
to
dad
find
too
Taylen.
for a while.
That's our main goal right now. The homicide scene, we will work that. But right now, we want to.
Well, it does come off because what possible reason is there to say it? Like why complain about that? Like wow, why is he saying that? Because it's like you're focusing in your anger and emotions on something that's absolutely unrelated to anything. It's just a mistake somebody made. No big deal.
We want to bring this child home.
We're not robots.
Somebody asks him, is there a message you have for that person?
Yes, please. If you have this child, please.
Yeah, for God's sakes, would you guys hit the like button? I mean, what are we at? 200 and 220. Wow.
Please call us. Let us know that this child is safe, because that's our main concern right now. We're not looking to charge anyone. We just want to know where this child is right now to make sure that he is safe.
And to speak to how much you guys are up against your radius for searching for him right now.
I'm sorry, I can't hear that helicopter.
No worries.
Well, I don't care if his family. Well, of course, his family doesn't think he did.
And what you're up against, your radius for searching for him right now.
I'm not even gonna read.
Probably infinitely as far as where he could be.
That is correct, because again, the last time he was seen was yesterday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So he could be anywhere, and that's what we're trying to find out. Where is he?
Does the delay make it a challenge that this commotion was heard at 9:30 last night, and she was found today at 2:30?
Yes, again, that's the timeline that we're working with right now. So we don't know if Taylen was there at around 9 o'clock. We just know there was a commotion in that apartment. No one called police. They just said that's what they heard last night.
And again, you all said you haven't spoken to Taylen's father, but you know that he does not have the child.
That is correct. Okay, thank you.
Okay. I'll read the one that Zozo sent over here. All right. I guess this is from a cousin over here. It says, "My cousin is innocent until proven guilty." Right, but that's in the law. Right, he did it. Okay. Y'all can believe everything you hear. Let's say you all can't believe everything you hear. Now, I'm not saying nothing didn't go down between him and Passion, because I wasn't there. Okay, then who killed? All right, so you're not saying that, but then how did the child get killed? Right? But I will say something else is involved. And far as Taylen, he did not do it. Thomas has been and is still in the hospital since Thursday morning. No. Well, you're okay. Yeah. Well, he went to the hospital after he went home with cuts on his hand. Don't you remember that part? You missed it. Thomas had been and still in the hospital since Thursday morning. Since you all know everything, you all answer this. If Taylen been missing since Wednesday and today is Friday, don't you think alligators would have been ate him? Taylen's body was found intact in an alligator's mouth today. Well, maybe, I mean, it's such shitty logic. I mean, maybe there was only 1 or 2 alligators in the pond, and eventually they were able to detect the body of this kid, or maybe it was even on the shore somewhere. I mean, we don't really even know. Taylen's body was found intact in an alligator's mouth today. Thomas couldn't have put him in that lake due to still being in the hospital. No, he put him in the hospital just before. He put him in the hospital at around 8:50 p.m. on Wednesday, went to his mom's house with cuts on his hands, then he went to the hospital. Now, if you're saying he went to the hospital late in the morning, well then hell, after he went to his mom's house with the bloody cut arms, he could have then deposited. So thank you for the extra information that maybe he still had, Taylen was in his vehicle and then he dumped the body later, because now you're saying he went to the hospital in the early morning hours of Thursday. So thank you for that. Let's see. Taylen's body was found intact in an alligator's mouth today. Thomas couldn't have put him in that lake due to him still being in the hospital. Something else put Taylen in that lake for that money. What money? Now argue with your moms. Yeah, what's this one? Yeah, man, it just gets too crazy. I'm not even going to read them. It's just too much wild, crazy speculation. Ma'am, or whatever the hell that said. Ben did that. Come on, Jesus, give me a break. That didn't even make any sense. Okay? That last line, yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good. Well, let's take a look at this other one. I don't know if there's any updates on that Sarah Ebersol one. So this is another one in Florida, by the way.
Welcome back. Your time now is 6:53.
We are getting a final check of this morning's top stories, starting with the unprecedented indictment of...
Okay, forget it. Authorities in Marion County are searching for 26-year-old woman who has been missing since March 2nd. According to the Marion County Sheriff's Office, Sarah Ebersol was last seen around 10 p.m. in the area of the Circle K, located at 1780 North Highway 441 in Reck. So let's see where that is. That's not it. Right here. Yeah, I mean, this is in Florida also. And yeah. So there it is, the Circle K right there. Kind of a really rural place to have a Circle K, though, I was thinking. So there it is, right there. Due to the length of time since she was last seen, no, officials say she left willingly with 2 males in a black pickup truck. Due to the length of time since she was last seen and the circumstances surrounding her disappearance. Well, what are those? Law enforcement is seeking information about her whereabouts. Law enforcement is also looking to identify the owner of the vehicle who may know where Sarah went after leaving the gas station. Well, of course she would know. They would know because she got in the car with them. Ebersol is described as being 5'1", 120 pounds. She has blue eyes and brown hair. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is to call 911.
Former president.
Let's see. There was a picture of her right here. There you go. So that's the pickup truck. Probably looks exactly like that. Wonder which one of those. That's probably the farther one over here. Sarah Ebersol was last seen on March 2nd, 2023 around 10 p.m. in the area of Circle K. Sarah willingly left the Circle K in the black pickup truck seen above with 2 unknown males. Due to the length of time since she was last seen and the circumstances surrounding her disappearance, law enforcement is seeking information about her whereabouts. So I don't know if there's any new information. Let's see if there's any updates or... This is also in Florida, though. Anything extra here? No, it's the same. But that's a better picture of her right there. So if you have any information and you live in the area, call 911. There's no numbers on this article here either. So that was just a quick one, like, hey, there's another missing person. She's been missing for almost a month now. And how old is she? Does it say that? Oh, 96, so she's 27 or so. 26. All right. So anyway, let's do the spins now for the wheel for the wow. Okay, this one's that's crazy. Look at this thing here. This is for the Freak 101 here. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to spin it here, and we'll have 2 winners. One gets the Freak Heart mug, and the other one gets the notebook. All right, so here we go. Wow. Who? What are you talking about? No, I never got the phone ping thing. Just seems like garbage. I mean, they said I paid to get phone pings. Does anybody think that's a thing? How can you pay somebody to ping somebody? Like, I paid money to get a ping location for somebody's phone. Well, who has that? That's like a stalker's dream. Yeah. I'm just not interested in it. It just seems like somebody, I mean, if you want to see it, they said it pinged right in this area right over here. It said, I mean, read this right here. Okay, so this morning I paid to ping Sarah's phone. Really? Who does that? What service out there allows somebody to pay for pinging somebody's phone? Anybody heard of anything like that? Although it won't give me a time date, but it's something if you read the text, this was the last place before it either went dead or she doesn't have her location on. I'll pass it on to the detective. I'm hoping he already did this. Yeah, I don't know, man. That would be insane if that was... I don't think even a PI could do something like that. You can't just go pay somebody some money and they ping a phone. That's like... I mean, man, every stalker in the world would use that shit. The location is being processed and the results will be sent to your mailbox by email. See, this is her little thing down here. Like they did it. The location is being processed and the result will be sent to your mailbox by email. If the phone you are looking for is active, the search process may take a few minutes. Otherwise, the service will only be activated when the phone is turned on again. It's called track phone? I mean, what the... I guess that's a real thing then, I guess. I mean, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, let's see where it says the phone was. All right, let me I'll get back to this. Let me just do the spins and then we'll get back to that. All right, it's spinning. Wow. Oh my God, Straight Drop won something. Oh shit. That's hilarious. I'll have to tell him. Straight Drop won. He won the free cart mug with the free cart mug. That's hilarious. Oh man. Straight Drop. This one's for the notebook. That's crazy though. Yeah, remember Straight Drop? He's the one that does the rap. And then Jilly Bear. There you go. There you go. All right. So let's do... Now we're going to just do the Oogla Boogla freaks. All right. For the Oogla Booglas, we'll give away 2 free cart mugs. The free cart mugs with a sketch and a notebook. All right, so here we go. And there's less people, so there's better shot. Shovel, shovel, shovel. Supernova X. All right. You just have to send me an email with your address and what you won. This is for another one. Actually, well, I'll make this a notebook too. Okay, Benita Moreno won a notebook. And the next one's going to be another notebook. Patty G007. All right. Okay, now we're going to go to the Megazoids. All right, for the Megazoids, we'll do a... well, hell, I think we do like a hoodie on this one. A hoodie and a notebook. All right, so the first one, the first grand prize is a hoodie, okay? So here we go. There's only 120-something Megazoids, so... I guess when we get to that next level that Tosh tells me to build, man, it'll be like a car and... I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. This one's for the hoodie. Here we go. Jenna P. All right, Jenna P, you got to send me your address and tell me what size and all that, what you want. You have to go to the Teespring website. I think the links are underneath the videos, I think. All right, now this one's for the notebook. I'm trying to give away this month wasn't as good as last one, so there we go. Oh man, Renergy. That was funny. Bama Forever was like an atom away, but Renergy, there you go. All right, so Renergy, you want a notebook? Send me an email. All right, got that, and All right, here's some Patreon. So thank you all to all the active Patreons out there that are still doing it. Appreciate it. We'll do a free cart mug and a notebook for them. So there we go. Almost won there, Bama Forever. Ivy Push wins a free cart mug with a sketch. And this one is for the notebook. Kim. That's so descriptive. Well, there you go. Kim from Patreon. All right. All right. And then we've got the moderator tumbler spin. There we go. This is for the moderator tumbler. We keep getting smaller because every time somebody wins, you get removed. There we go. Moderator tumbler. Oh, look at that. Wow, how sad is that? Sasmir is still on there. Well, Sasmir, we all loved you. You're awesome. But what we'll do is we'll do another spin for Sasmir. Oh, man. I didn't even realize that. That makes me sad, actually. That sucked. I mean, it's cool, too, and at the same time. But... All right. Here we go. If you don't, Sasmir was a mod. She passed away a little while back. And that was Kim F. Sharp Harp, who I haven't seen in a long time. Maybe let's just do it. We'll spin again. Okay, here we go. I don't even know if she's even around. So let's see. This is going to be for the mod tumbler here. And it's Truth Sleuth. All right. Well, I'll let her know. I'll let her know. She comes in enough to. If I hear from Kim F. Sharp Harp, I'll send her one anyways. So there you go, everybody. Let me put this. Now I got to move this into the moderator section. I mean, replace what I had in there. So that I don't repeat. There you go. All right. Awesome. After they're all used up, we'll put everybody back in again and start over again. Yeah, and we also have another guy, Bashirs. He was a moderator. I think Stephen Bashirs. And he's in that list. I just saw it. I was like, wow, they're both still in there. So, all right, let's get back to whatever it was that we were doing. I'll see if I can find this ping location here. And thank you all for your support and supporting the channel. Makes a big difference. Okay, so that's not the one. It was this one. So there's a place called Nielsen. Florida, right? All right, there's Nielsen, and there's the pond. So her phone actually pinged based on that image here. Look. So you can see that's the same lake that's in that picture. So that means her phone pinged basically like right here-ish. Apparently. Something like in here. Huh. Let me really try to dial that in there. I mean, it'd be interesting if somebody is able to do that, and that's real. So God. So there's this pond, that one, and this one. So this is actually a little bit more. It's over at the port. It almost seems like it's right at this address, the Port of Miami Terminal Operating Company. That's where it seems like, right there. I mean, that's almost exactly where they have that. See that? Doesn't that look like it's right on that spot? I mean, literally exactly that spot. I wish they had done this with Google Earth, you know, the map portion on there instead of just cartoon crap, but yeah, I mean, it looked like it was an actual program called Track Phone. Is that a real? Let me look this up. Track Phone. This thing says Trace Phone, or no, TRAC Phone. Well, wouldn't you have to know her phone number though to have done that? So how did they get that? Track Phone app. Yeah, I don't see on Google search that even exists. Haven't seen it. But that is that spot, so right there at this Port of Miami operating. Let's see if there's any street view down here. No. Port of Miami Terminal Operating Company. Weird. So somebody would have had to come down on this road right here and then head straight out that direction. If that's real, it's not good. Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, that's probably it then. How come it doesn't call that on the, you can't look it up that way? Yeah, that is the right app there, but it doesn't show up when you just do a search. Hey, thanks, name. Yeah, it's vispy.com. So you just put a phone number in and then you track it. What does it say next? I guess it's real. Boom! Thank you. Yeah, so you go to this site and you type in your phone number and you say start geolocation, then it asks you for PayPal. It doesn't say, well, it's 99 cents. That's all it costs. Should I just do one for myself and see what happens? Just to see if it shows where I'm at and everything. Hold on, let's see. 99 cents. If it's true, if it works, then I don't know. Here, I have to cut and paste it somewhere. See. Yeah, it's HTTPS. Yeah. It's an HTTPS site. So I guess that's good. Yeah, right. Forget it. got your email, Vicky. Okay, that makes sense. Well, again, it was doing that clocking shit, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's the site. That has the same image on there. So I don't know how they knew what the phone number was. Maybe it's a family member or something. It's pretty freaky that there's a site that does that, though. I'm kind of a little surprised about that. I think that should be illegal, to be honest with you. I mean, just sit there and let people just track somebody. You know, you have like an X and they have your number blocked, so you go track them. I mean, that's sick, you know. Oh yeah, our price is 99 cents for 48 hours. Then $39.99 a month at the end of 48 hours, and without cancellation, the offer will automatically be renewed. Oh shit. Wonder how you cancel it. Okay, well let me put this on my, just in case. I think I got out of it before anything happened, but we never know. I don't have any emails or anything. Yeah, I never got charged for that, so that's good, I think. All right. Well, anyways, we got the ping there. It sounds like that is a real thing that is out there. I don't know if it works, but I'm not really, now I don't even want to try it. I mean, yeah, it could be legitimate. It's 130 miles away south, and it's in a really kind of isolated, creepy area. I mean, this is about as isolated and creepy as you can get, really. I mean, look at this. You know, nothing. What is it? Doesn't snow in Florida, but must be like white sand there. I don't think they charged me anything, but I guess we'll find out. I mean, that's a whole nother sleuthing opportunity, but it's like, it just doesn't seem like it should be out there. Yeah, maybe. Well, they do charge $39 a month, but how could they possibly have a legal way to ping somebody's cell phone? That doesn't sound legit to me. I don't know. Maybe there's something out there. What does it say on their site about that? How it works. Type in the phone number you wish to geolocate, make the payment, enter the phone number to receive geolocation result, be notified and supplied with exact location on a map. Mobile number tracker comes in handy when parents are worried about kids being late for home from school, or those want to find out if your parent is actually busy. How does cell phone number locator work? For this to work, the first thing you require is a smartphone. Either Android, iPhone, or any other GPS-enabled operating system would work. Then enter the phone number you wish to geolocate and the mobile number you wish to receive the result. The target receives a URL link to confirm their location for different reasons. As long as the mobile... Oh, I see. They're kind of pinging the phone directly by sending out like a text message almost. As long as the mobile is connected to the internet and location services enabled, this tool can deliver guaranteed result. Our servers will connect to the geolocation intermediate that will link with the global positioning satellite. It will automatically start the calculations to determine the phone position. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds a little dodgy right there. I don't know, that sounds a little dodgy. But anyways, you guys, I think that's going to do it for me. I've been on for 4 hours and 21 minutes at this point from the earlier show to now. I hope you guys all liked the interview we had with Larry and Kay. Lori, jeez. I actually said that accidentally out loud, and then I just did it there. But I hope you liked it with Larry and Kay. They're just really good people. So. They've already done the jury, haven't they? Yeah, Gannon Stauk we were going to do. And I think I have a way to watch that. Where is that thing? Is it this one? For information, RCT. For information on rental assistance, click. What county is that in? Is that the El Paso one in Colorado? Man, I had the listing of where you could listen to it, but now I can't remember where it was. God dang it. Help services. People of the state of Colorado. Oh yeah, I think it was over on the right. Let me look at that other one again. Jeez, I don't know. It gets too complicated. Like, things are so simple once you do it, and then if you don't do it for 10 days, you're like, how did I do that? Nah, I haven't seen Shogun. That's why, I mean, I made her, she's not even a moderator anymore because I haven't seen her for so long that it's just, like, it's not even... Okay. So, man, I wish I could go through everybody. Oh, there goes my stomach. Super chat. You see all. Okay, here we go. Thank you to Simple Life Days, Eugenie, Alley Cake, Scoutin' Dude with a 6 times cat eye. Thank you so much. Crystal, a.k.a. Beaver Gaming, sub Crystal. I Love Marbles, Jessica M, Cheyenne R, Claudia Neubauer, Amber Maiden with a cat eye, Quietly Frozen with a quadruple, Vanessa Dance, Jody H, These Walls Have Eyes, Travelin', Teresa Murray, Ashy Snow, Jessica M, Candalee Woodward Stone, Tawny Lee, Callie Gal 3 with a double cat eye, Delta Delta Delta, Kathy Friedmaker, Tosh with a cat eye, Bama Forever with a double, Georgina Stoliker with a cat eye, Lane Dune, Olivia Dorado, LM as in Element Open, Cami Nielsen, Vicky Kennedy, Nomad Beads, Danielle, Kathy Chapin with a cat eye, Jessica Schubach, Scoutin' Dude with another double, Irene Cipher, Jim Lawn, Not Your Average Chick, and Scoutin' Dude with a cat eye. Caligal 3, Scoutin' Dude wanted to hear the avocado. Thank you, man. I mean, that was such a huge amount. Appreciate it. Ben Hills, Not Your Average Chick. Kathy Chapin, Ben Hills, Adniram, Dan Hodemaker, Travelin' Teresa, Charisma, Danielle, Jill, Cindy Leon, Rebecca Naptime, Ben Hills, Dawn G, Lisa Valenzuela, Lori Will, Ben Hills, Simple Life Days, KK, I mean. Thank you. Lori Akers, Snug with Pug, Tosh with a cat eye, Relante Jones, Tosh, Cora Brown, Sandy Shirley, Scott Holland, Quietly Frozen, the coolest name in YouTube history, Lori Fisher, Norm Scanlon, Snarky Cinderella, Jennifer Epic, and Name with a cat eye. Right, that's the last one. Then we've got, let's see, on PayPal we have Miss Angels, WNC Granny, Peggy Day, Georgina Stoliker, let's see, Keto Queen, Paulette Leonard, Sharon Lancaster, don't know if the actual Christy B, LM, Lillian, Vicky Kennedy, and Rochelle Black. And then there was some, those ones are hard to find, the ones from Cash App. Alright, there was one from Holly G and one from Vicky Baker. Alright, very cool, very cool. So I think that is it. All right, everybody. Well, thank you all for being here tonight and making it another successful month on here, supporting the channel. We also were able to give away $4,500 this month to various true crime related charities, putting us up to $16,000 for the year so far, and $142,750 since January 2020 when we started counting. Yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I know thank you to so many of you who, even throughout the month, keep us going, and you're a big part of why we're able to do this every single month. So I don't not know who you guys are. Okay, you guys make a huge difference here. So thank you. And yeah. And just all the freaks watching. So if you could help my channel out by sharing the videos that I make, or hitting the like button when you're here. I think just basically when you're in different Facebook groups or places, you could just put out a video or something that I did on that case, or just something like if it's a generic, and maybe that would help. I don't know. I mean, we're doing okay. It's just there was a struggle there. We were at almost 107,000 and lost 300 people for some unknown reason. And now it's back up those same 300, but we're just on the verge of 107. We're at 106,999. And by tomorrow it'll be down to 985 again, and it's crazy. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you for being here, and make sure to send me an email if you won one of the prizes, and with your address, and tell me what you won, and then I'll ship them off. And thank you, Bama Forever, yourself, and Tosh, and Rolani Jones, and Cindy J, and Katie Lucas, Jen H, Terry Ann, Cora Brown, KK, Paulette Leonard. I'm going to get off of here before everybody types in. All right, see you later. And as I always say, everybody, oh, and don't forget Quietly Frozen. She's probably out there somewhere. And Scouting Dude. Katie Lucas. There you go. All right, thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there. And man, how horrible it is for what happened with Taylen. Man, Jesus. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector, thug rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Grillo's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, free connector, and I'm always gonna be a papa nectar. Fool factor, interceptor, and I mean a little specter with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all, just remember I've a temple for injector. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody, talk to you later. All right, everybody, be safe out there.
I don't need to say anything. Good night, everybody.
Okay, Mary Lou. Okay.